Every January, millions of us make the same promise. This year, I'm really going to get healthy. We join gyms, buy meal prep containers, and download meditation apps. But by February, most of us have abandoned our plans. By March, we're back to old habits, feeling guilty and defeated. This cycle isn't just about New Year's resolutions, it happens at every age. And as we get older, it becomes especially dangerous. When we fail to build sustainable health habits in our 40s, 50s, and 60s, we're not just missing out on short-term fitness goals. We're missing the window to shape how we age. We've been conditioned to believe that meaningful change requires dramatic action. Quit sugar cold turkey. Run a marathon. Meditate for an hour daily. These goals sound impressive, but they're actually counterproductive. Why? Because dramatic changes trigger your brain's threat response. When you suddenly cut calories by 1,000 per day, your body thinks it's starving. When you go from sedentary to running 5 miles, your joints rebel. Your brain interprets these extreme shifts as dangerous and works overtime to return you to your normal state. The sustainable approach works differently. Instead of fighting your biology, you work with it. The secret is to make changes so small that your brain barely notices them. A 5-minute walk instead of a 30-minute workout. One extra vegetable serving instead of a complete diet overhaul. 5 minutes of stretching instead of an hour of yoga. These tiny changes seem insignificant on their own, but they have a secret power. They build momentum. Each small success creates a positive feedback loop that makes the next small change easier. Over weeks and months, these tiny shifts compound into transformations that no dramatic overhaul could ever achieve. This is the science of sustainable momentum. This isn't just feel-good advice. It's grounded in how our brains actually work. First, there's the progress principle. Making even tiny progress is the single most powerful motivator. When you feel yourself moving forward, your brain releases dopamine, creating a natural desire to keep going. Second, there's habit stacking. By attaching a new, small habit to an existing one, like doing 2 minutes of stretching right after your morning coffee, you piggyback on neural pathways that are already well established. Third, there's the identity shift. When you consistently take small actions, you begin to see yourself differently. You're not someone who's trying to get healthy. You're someone who walks every day. One of the most practical tools for building sustainable momentum is what I call the 5-minute rule. It's deceptively simple. Commit to doing a new health behavior for just 5 minutes per day. That's it. 5 minutes is short enough that you can almost always find the time. It's short enough that your brain doesn't resist. And here's the secret. Once you start, you'll often keep going. That 5-minute walk becomes 10. That 5 minutes of stretching becomes 15. But even if it doesn't, you've still succeeded. You've kept your streak alive, and that streak is building momentum. Consistency, not intensity, is what transforms your health over time. Sustainable momentum doesn't happen by accident. It requires a system. Start with your why. Get clear on what you actually want your life to look like. Do you want to play with grandchildren without back pain? Travel independently in your 70s? Write it down. Then choose one thing, one small behavior that aligns with your why, and commit to it for 30 days. Make it specific, easy, and connected to your vision. Stack it on an existing habit like brushing your teeth or making coffee. Track your streak with a calendar or app, and most importantly, if you break the streak, don't quit. Just start again the next day. Perfection isn't the goal. Consistency over time is what matters. Most of us are terrible at acknowledging our progress. We achieve something and immediately move the goalpost. This is a recipe for burnout. Instead, consciously celebrate each small success. Did you walk for 5 minutes today? That's a win. Did you add one vegetable to your meal? Celebrate it. This positive reinforcement strengthens the neural pathways that support your new habits. Over time, these small celebrations build a sense of accomplishment that fuels further progress. Remember, the journey to aging well isn't about perfection. It's about building a life where small, consistent actions create lasting transformation. And that transformation starts with your next 5 minutes.